One night, I was talking with my dad. I can trust him. He always knew what needed to be said. I told him I was sad because my heart, it hasn't quite blossomed yet. The flower I waited to bloom inside. The flower I quietly, patiently waited for deep inside. I had a dream the night before. I dreamt of a quiet snowstorm. The snow gave no warmth, and there was no light in sight, just the darkness and the cold of the night. That's how I feel, I told my dad, trusting he'd just understand what it feels like so deep inside. They told me that hate is a strong word to use, something not for young Christian girls to do, but I do. I regret too, and sadly too much, to the point where I don't even want to touch my Bible, thinking my hands are just too unjust. This is some of the pain I feel deep inside. I hate everything about myself, to the point if I were someone else, I wouldn't even want to make eye contact, afraid to talk. I'll pretend to get sidetracked, to avoid the fact this is who I am, from deep inside. It's hard to look in the mirror and not find what you're looking for. So what do? I try to avoid every mirror for a week. It's payback from life when you wake up already worn out, knowing you have to go back to the place you hate the most. You know you got a pile of work to do. You think your life is a big repeating button. What do? I gave up. I started not to care. I watched as my dreams and goals disappeared. You watch as your friends and family get hurt. Maybe not physically, but what's the difference? And you just stand there. You want to move, but you can't. Filled with pain and fear, you decide protection instead of the ones you hold dear. I started to feel horrible. Thoughts of suicide acted like cancer. Anywhere but here was the answer. So I hated myself, from the outside to what's deep inside. Not only that, the people I was around, harsh words, hurtful comments. That's why I was so scared to go on with this performance. But I got impatient waiting for that flower to bloom. There was just something I had to do. But nothing changed. I waited. It was so strange that my life had blackened. I didn't feel loved. I didn't feel important. There were nights where I cried in the darkness. In my eyes, skies became starless. Hearts became heartless. Everything fell apart, all because of what I felt deep inside. After my dad learned all that, he told me something that made my heart overflow. I love you, he said. I was with you the whole time. I love you. I'll hold your hand in this climb. I love you so much. You think you're ugly, but that's not what I see. I don't look at your outsides, but what's in beneath. You think there's nothing, but I can clearly see. For I am your heavenly Father. Everything about you, I made you that way. Even though you make mistakes, I'll still love you the same. Even though you hate yourself, you have to forgive. Learn from your mistakes. It's time to live. And as for your flower, you impatiently wait it to bloom. Give it some time, you'll make it through. Besides, late bloomers aren't that bad. Just like a moonflower which only blooms at night. You can't see its glory if it glows in the night. Other times, it just needs a little bit of water. It has the room. Now watch your flower bloom. Strong and mighty, watch your flower bloom deep inside.